Hello everyone, good to see you again. I'm Angella from class A, and today I'm going to tell you a story about my meaningful and memorable place. Can you guess what is it? It is a field or soccer field. We can call it lapangan or lapangan sepak bola in bahasa Indonesia. This field is located right behind my house. Maybe this location was chosen because it is in the middle of the village, so whoever wants to come in, it is reachable. Okay, I will show you the field looks like. Can you see it clearly? There is no children because it is still 8 in the morning and maybe they all are still doing online classes, or maybe they have not woken up yet. I don't know. This field is very broad, right? I don't know the width of this field because I have no information regarding the size of this field and I don't do the measurements. And you can see the Lawu mountain up there. So cool and beautiful, isn't it? I think the scenery behind my house is very nice and beautiful, especially when it rains. The atmosphere is very chilly. The view behind my house remind me with what is it? Perahu Mountain in Dieng, Central Java, because Perahu Mountain has the scenery like this. In Perahu Mountain, there is a field like this, and then have a mountain above it, something like that. Perahu Mountain is one of the most beautiful mountain in Indonesia. I have seen the Perahu Mountain in the article, but I don't have any photos about it. So if you guys curious about Perahu Mountain, you can look it up on the internet. Actually, I have never climbed a mountain before, even though the scenery and the view is so beautiful, but I think the activity looks tiring, so I'm not interested in it, but I will never know till I try. Okay, back to the field. Sometimes the grass in this field is very green and fertile, but when summer comes, it's like there's no grass there, maybe just a little bit, and there are a lot of dust trickle. The field was built in a long time ago. I don't know when, I don't know exactly when, but when I was born, this field is already exists, so I think this field is older than my age. Actually, this field has no stands or tribunes, but this stands was built in the end of 2019, and behind the stands next to the entrance there are several rooms that may will be used as shops or maybe other function spaces. The construction of this tribune has not been completed and it is only a half of it. The ready-made tribune are located in the north side of the field, and the other side of this field, which is south side of the field still has no tribune, because I think the delay in building the tribune was because of ongoing pandemic, or maybe because the financial problem from the village. This place impresses me so much because when I was young, I used to play kites with my friends, with my brother, but the kites belonged to my friends and I just borrowed it for a while. And when I was in elementary school, I often played bicycle with my friends here. I think this field is big enough to just play a bicycle, and it is very safe because there is no vehicles passing by. I played bicycle after back from school until 3 p.m. But in the weekend we can play earlier from the morning till afternoon. Since I was in the middle school, I have been playing here rarely, almost never. But this field is always crowded with other children. And when I was in senior high school, I still rarely to come to this field until the third grade of high school. I come to this field for a few days because I practice driving a car, and when at home I usually practice in this field, and when I go out with my father I practice on highway, and when I'm at the course I usually practice on the urban highway, which is far from my home. I think those are some reasons that make me feel that this field is so meaningful for me, because I have a lot of beautiful memories there, and I think my friends will think so because when we were young we usually play there together. Since it was one season, there are a lot of children playing a kite during the day till the night. Even in the middle of the night they still playing kites. The kites they have were some they made by themselves, and some they bought from the shop. And sometimes they do kite competition to just celebrate the wine season. And at 4 p.m. when they back to their home because Asar time here, and at 4:30 this field is used by teenager boys to play a soccer. The soccer is just for hobby and game. It is not for competition or match. They only play a soccer for just about 1 hour, and they left at 5:30 because it is time for Maghrib. At night, usually the children come back again to this field to play the kite again until the late night. Even there is no lamp, they still playing a kite. They have LED lamp on the kite, so when the kite is already flying, we can see a beautiful lamp in the sky. It just looks like colorful stars. Okay, I changed the setting of my phone because I feel tired to hold the phone. Back to the field. Apart from being a place to play by children, teenagers, and others, this field is used for various village events such as football matches, headman elections, 70s competitions or independence commemoration, and Eid prayers. The soccer match is usually held every few years. During the soccer match, many people watch from the sidelines, but after they build a new stands or tribune, there's no football matches had yet been held. In 2013, a headman election was held in this field. They do that activity from the morning to evening because my village is kind of big village, so the people who participated in this event around 4,000 people. The next event that ever held in this field is 70s competitions or Independence Day commemorations, and there are a lot of competitions. For example, a soccer race competition, a cracker eating competition, a run competition, etc. Every year, we also carry out the Eid prayer in this field because this field is big enough to accommodate the villagers. But this year, the Eid prayer was not being held here because, but we held in village masjid because of the construction of the tribune in this field. The night before the Eid prayer, there is a traveling takbir event that's centered in this field. We gathered in this field before leaving for the takbir around the village. And after the takbir was over, we gathered back to this field for closing ceremony. Apart from events held from my own village, there are some events that held from outside the village, such as night market or pasar malam, recitation, and other big events. Night market events have been held here twice, in 2015 and 2016. Actually, I didn't expect how a night market could be held in my village because my village is far from urban areas. However, with the permission of the headman, the night market event was able to be held. I realized that this place is so meaningful for me when I got this midterm exam. And after that, I start to think which place that has a lot of memories and beautiful memories in it. And then I remember when I was young, I used to play in this field, not every day, but almost every day with my friends or the other children that used to play there too. I always feel happy when I was playing there, and I think I have no accidents that makes me feel sad. I have two little brothers that often to play in this field too, and my parents never scolded us when we played there because the location of the field is so close with our house. I will recommend my family or my friends if they want to do some exercises or maybe jogging in the morning or evening. They can do these activities here, and when we feel tired we can also rest on the tribune. Whenever I feel bored, I usually look around to the scenery behind and beside my house because I think it is so relaxing, and especially when it rains. It is my favorite moment. I think this is the end of the video, and that's all the story about my memorable place. And thank you so much for watching, and see you again.